Hello friends, let us now learn some important questions from previous year AIMS papers. Hormones are under inhibitory control of hypothalamus. Hormones which are under inhibitory control of hypothalamus is, inhibitory control is which are the hormones which are in inhibitory control from hypothalamus. Here mainly the one prolactin is under prolactin. See, 1 minute, I will just draw it first so that it becomes easier. We have hypothalamus. There are many hormones which are produced from hypothalamus, like corticotropic releasing hormone, thyroid releasing hormone. Then we have dopamine is produced from the hypothalamus itself. Then there is somatostatin is produced by the hypothalamus, and even growth hormone releasing hormone is produced. So it's simple. Corticotropin releasing hormone will activate the pituitary to produce ACTH, whereas the thyroxine releasing hormone will activate the pituitary to produce TSH, which will in turn activate the thyroid to produce thyroxine, whereas growth hormone releasing hormone will activate the pituitary to produce growth hormones. So all these are activating hormones. What are the other hormones here? Dopamine from hypothalamus will actually inhibit the prolactin, whereas the somatostatin from hypothalamus will inhibit the growth hormone, right? So if you see the question, the hormones which are under inhibitory control of hypothalamus is prolactin, and growth hormone are under inhibitory control of hypothalamus. Okay, now we will learn some important points about the growth hormone, because many questions have been asked. Growth hormone is the most abundant anterior pituitary hormone. This growth hormone secreting somatotrophic cells constitute about 50% of total anterior cell population. This growth hormone is released in pulsatile fashion. Growth hormone will decrease the glucose uptake by the cells. It will increase the lipid breakdown, that is, it increases lipolysis. It increases the synthesis of proteins. Because it increases synthesis of proteins, it will help in epiphyseal growth. And growth hormone will also promote sodium, potassium and water retention, and it also elevates the levels of inorganic phosphate. It will also elevate the levels of inorganic phosphates. These are the main actions. Then it will also help in, because of increased protein synthesis, it will increase the organ size also. Okay, so these are some important actions. Then what is important is growth hormone. What is growth hormone stimulated by? Whenever there is hypoglycemia, hypoglycemia will stimulate growth hormone secretion. Then decreased blood free fatty acid levels will activate growth hormone secretion. Then increased amino acids will activate growth hormone secretion, because there is some important thing, there is some substrate for production of proteins. So increased amino acids will cause growth hormone secretion. Hypoglycemic causes leading to hypoglycemia, like stress, fasting, exercise, all these will lead to hypoglycemia, and these will stimulate growth hormone. Growth hormone is also stimulated by deep sleep, especially in stage 2 and stage 4 NREM. You will see growth hormone stimulation. Growth hormone is also stimulated by glucagon, and ghrelin will stimulate growth hormone. Then hormones like vasopressin, androgens, estrogen, all these will stimulate growth hormone. Then now, what are the factors which inhibit growth hormone? Growth hormone is actually inhibited by increased blood glucose. Whenever there is increased blood glucose, growth hormone is inhibited. It is inhibited by increased free fatty acids, because growth hormone does lipolysis. that is breaks down lipids. So if there are increased free fatty acids, there is no need of breakdown of lipids to free fatty acids, so growth hormone is inhibited. It is inhibited in obesity, somatostatin, and it is also inhibited in insulin like growth factor 1. It is inhibited in cortisol. It is inhibited in beta adrenergic agonists. It is inhibited, and it is also inhibited in random eye movement sleep. So these are the different stages where growth hormone is inhibited, right? So next question: which of the following hormones have permissive action at onset of puberty? At onset of puberty, the permissive action is present for leptin. Leptin has permissive action at the onset of puberty. What are the other hormones which have permissive action or at the onset of puberty? At onset of puberty, hormones which are first initiation of puberty is done by pulsatile release of gonadotropin releasing hormone, whereas for onset of puberty, leptin will activate the release of gonadotropin releasing hormone pulsatility in hypothalamic neurons. Others like neuropeptide Y, serotonin, norepinephrine and melatonin. Neuropeptide Y, serotonin, norepinephrine and melatonin, all these have permissive effects on gonadotropin, and they have effects on onset of puberty. Next, which of the following sound may be normal finding during pregnancy? Now normal finding during pregnancy is S3 sound is normal during pregnancy. S3 sound is normal during pregnancy. Fixed splitting of S2 is present in ASDs. S4 it occurs in left ventricular failure. Pericardial knock is seen in constrictive pericarditis. Okay, so these are the important questions, previous year questions. Thank you for watching.